Today what we're filming is my updated go-to makeup look. I'm filming today's look Vogue style, and if I'm whispering it's because the baby is over there and she's napping, so I figured let me film while she's taking a nap, knock that out the way and do the next video because I'm filming all day because I've been gone for a really long time. So you guys are going to see how I go from this to this. So I start off with one of these babies. You can get these at like the 99 cent store, beauty supply store, whatever the fuck. And I groom my brows before doing my makeup just because I don't like hair to grow under here. It makes it harder for me to like make my brow look more natural, if that makes any sense. I start off by using my finger and pinching my eyebrows, well, like bringing them up, and I start dragging this along the way the hairs grow, same way you would do to shave. I just get rid of like all the bottom hairs. I don't really try to shape my brow. I don't really go get them done, waxed, threaded, whatever. I used to, and then my brows were like super thin, so now I just do the bottom to keep it looking clean, and I let the top grow as it wants to. After, I take the Anastasia brow wiz and I brush my hair upwards. It's a really hard setup. I'm trying to make it as similar as possible to the Vogue videos, so bear with me. I start off, like I said, brushing them upwards and drawing lines in the way that my natural hairs grow. And I begin to fill in the bottom part. After I do that, line the bottom part of my brows, I take this flat brush and the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in light neutral, and I kind of just like roll that on my fingers like that. Can't like do my full brows without doing this part, it's so weird, but use that to clean and also provide like a shape for me. You know, like when you're coloring, it's easier to fill something in when there's lines. That's basically why I do this. All those Vogue videos were like filmed in a bathroom, and I'm like, how the heck did they do that? Because I can't do that, and I really tried, you guys. So welcome to my room. The reason I bring the concealer down, especially, I look so silly right now, but the reason I do that is because I'm also using it for a base as for my eyeshadow. Then I go back to filling my brow hairs in the direction that my hair grows and just doing the rest of the brow. And when I get midway right here, that's when I brush all the hairs down. Not all of them, but just like from here over, from here over. When I begin to brush them all down and just draw a little outline where the hairs begin to grow and just create a pretty little arch. So the way my eyebrow is all the hairs grow up until it gets here, then they begin to grow down. So I like to follow that pattern. So my advice to you guys who are watching this and are trying to learn how to fill in your eyebrows more naturally would be do just that. Fill your eyebrows in the way that your hair grows, versus just creating a shape that you want and doing that, because then it doesn't look as natural. That's what I used to do, and I got tired of blocky black eyebrows, so yeah. Now I'm gonna do my other brow and I'll be right back. Now I'm gonna blend all of this eye thing off. On that same brush, I take the Laura Mercier setting powder and I just run that through all the concealer to put on my eyes and set it. For eyeshadow, I usually always go to warm looks, always. So I tried doing more orange tone shadows. It's always like my go-to no matter what I'm wearing, just because I feel like it fits me best. I used the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette, which is super filthy, but that's because again it's my everyday palette. This is like the perfect palette for if you're practicing, if you're a makeup artist, everything, because it just has like every shade. Look at that. So I tend to focus more on this row over here. That's my favorite row. That's the one I always use. So I'm gonna try to do the eyeshadow as fast as possible. But yeah, I'm gonna start off with this shade over here. Tap the excess off and go ahead. Never mind, don't tap the excess off. Just apply it like that. Go ham. I really do feel like orange shades and to use color in your makeup look is so important. Especially for me, that is, because it really does make my eyes stand out. I wing my eyeshadow out. It's gonna look crazy, but trust the process. It's gonna look good. I'm gonna take another small tapered blending brush. And, which one do I want to take? This one. I'm gonna use that one. Put that slightly over where I put that orange shade, and I'm gonna blend up. And really, I can do this look so fast. I can do this look in under like 20 minutes tops. This is like my fast, hurry up, last minute plans or you're late to work look. So then I always like to go with a shimmer shade on my lid, and today I'm choosing to go with this one. I always use this one when I always use this row. Like, I just think it's such a good combo. I'm gonna take my finger because I don't have time. I'm in a rush to use a brush. Bars. I take my finger and I just have that on. Lately I've been liking the more messy look with makeup, so I like when you apply like a shimmer shade to your lid and it's like you can see it blending up. You guys know what I mean? Like, I like that. Now I'm going to apply lashes. And of course the lashes are none other than, and I'm gonna use Luna B because you guys know that's my fave. Oh my god. Now I'm going to take the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in light medium, and I'm just gonna go do like 4 lines. I actually always do 4 lines. I'm gonna take my beauty blender and just clean up my eyeshadow, and also I use this sort of as a color correction for the blue tones under my eyes. And then I'm gonna take my foundation, which is a mixture of the Maybelline Fit Me foundation in Natural Buff and True Match, the L'Oreal in W4 Natural Beige. This is all I use just because, well, you guys are gonna see I don't like putting on a lot of foundation. Take my beauty blender, dip it in, and go. Then I take some and put it on my forehead, but not all of my forehead, just like on this area, and that's it. And you guys are gonna see why in a few. LA Girl Concealer, beautiful bronze. Take that, this is what I do. I suck in my cheekbones and I apply it over where I see it sink. So I apply it just slightly over, and I'm gonna show you guys why. Oh, that was too much. Oh no. No, that's not gonna be good. Okay, come on, we gotta do something with that. Gotta be careful with this because it always comes off of a lot. Putting some up here. I was gonna do that anyways, I just taking it from there. And down the sides of my nose. So starting from up here, the end of my eyebrow, I just go straight down. Boom. This brush, it's like dense, but it's fluffy, but dense at the same time. And I take that and I dab but not down, up. When you put that line of your contour shade, put it over, because when you use a brush or a beauty blender, I've come to find out that it brings the shade down, and it looks worse when you like try to clean it because it looks like a straight line, versus when you blend it upwards, just because you applied it a little bit more up and it gets a little bit down. It looks more natural. I hope I explained that well. You guys will see what I mean. This is why I don't apply a lot of foundation to my forehead, because either way I'm just gonna contour the crap out of it with like a darker shade. I like to work randomly when I am blending it out, because I feel like product will stay on the brush and I'm trying to like get rid of some of that product. So I blend my neck and then I go right back. Then I'm going back again with more concealer, which is why I didn't put foundation where I already put concealer, and went back with the night neutral. I used light medium before for color correcting, and now I'm going to use light neutral, which is I think like a shade lighter, for highlighting. 1, 2, 3 for this one, because really light. With the concealer, you guys see how I didn't apply it directly on my nose, but when I am blending it out, I'm bringing it up towards my nose where the line I put on the beautiful bronze to contour, and I'm just blending and rolling that over it. I learned that trick from Carly Bible a long time ago. So I blend and roll it over it to just like sort of make it look natural, like I was saying, you know, keep that look going. Taking Laura Mercier powder. He is gonna bake. Brushing the excess off. Look at all that powder. That brush that I used to blend out the contour, and it still has some product left on it. It always does. So I just use that. So then I'm gonna take the Luminoso blush from Milani on this brush. Then I take the Carly Bible palette and I use these two shades. As you can tell, I've killed this shade because I really loved it. So spray the highlight brush, put it on my Cupid's bow, tip of my nose. Oh god, this camera's like never charged. Jesus Christ. Then I take the Fenty How Many Carats because it's my freaking fave. And I use that with my finger because it spreads better when you use your finger. It doesn't like get on a brush. I don't know why. That's what I don't like about it. Dab that here. You see, it's kind of like glitter. Then I put that in my tear duct. I don't even care if it gets spread down because we like glitter here, so yeah. Using MAC's lip liner in Chestnut, and I'm lining my lips. And I take, as always, my Fenty Gloss. Mascara time. Telescopic mascara by L'Oreal. Boom. Setting spray. And then I also have a LUNALASH update on a new collection coming up this holiday. I really can't give much information, but just know it's coming. So don't forget to follow LUNALASH on all social medias to update, and also follow me so you can see the new videos coming up on what's going on. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe with the least amount of talking as possible. I will see you guys on my next one.